Hey guys, so today I thought I'd do a video about understanding your future, and then I plan to do a video for my vlog channel because that needs to happen too. Understanding your future can be very challenging, especially because most people tend to rush it. I don't know why I said most people, because it is literally almost everybody, more than most. And it's important to not rush the thoughts of our future, because although there's planning, but also rushing into trying to understand what your future is, like going crazy like I have been doing, it doesn't work like that. And yes, I don't know everything. I'm still learning. So even I don't understand my future completely, and I'd like to, especially with where my life is right now. I am really eager to know what's going to happen in my future. But even as a kid, I somehow predicted these big events for myself. Like, there are still things that I never saw coming, but I predicted that if I didn't get homeschooled since grade 4, I would basically be doomed, and I would go through a lot of shit like I have been going through, and it actually happened. And throughout high school, I predicted that if I didn't do distance learning, I guess, yeah, still homeschooling, but it was a bit different than just homeschooling, because your parents wouldn't be teaching you, nobody would be really teaching you, it would be through a computer, and teachers online teaching you. So I knew if I didn't do that, my life would get even worse. And I didn't even see my mental health issues coming or anything like that coming along, or the bullying getting worse or anything like that. And I didn't see those things, but I still saw big transformations that came my way. I didn't see darkness either, but I saw aggression, and that's about it. And I have never been wrong about any of the visions that I've gotten about myself. Gotten, I don't think is a word. I've never been wrong about any of the visions I've received of myself, other than my crazy orange room. But however, I still don't even count that, because that was still a vision I did live. It just wasn't every day like I thought it was going to be. So again, I didn't see everything. But I still lived the moment that I felt and saw in my head and envisioned happening to me. So yeah, I've still never been wrong about any of the things that I've saw happening to me. And even other people, I've seen things happen to other people, but I didn't even tell them anything because, well, who would listen to a psychic that's literally not even an awesome psychic? Like, I am still learning, and everyone can be psychic, but not everyone is open to it. It's just being considered highly intuitive. Some people use the word psychic. I'm still using the word psychic sometimes just because I'm so used to using the word psychic. But intuitive works just as well, because it's the same thing. And seeing the future is not nearly as easy as people think it is for people who are highly intuitive. Like, it's not an easy thing, and you can't just force it on yourself or anybody else either, because visions don't work like that. The visions I even seen, I didn't have any control over. Any psychic ability, you don't tell it what to do. You can gain control over it, but not to the point that you can literally summon it to your side and be like, I demand a spirit to be here at once, or I demand a vision right now. That's not how it works. You can't force visions on yourself. You can't force visions on other people. Visions will come. The future will come when it's meant to come. And a lot of people like to rush into it and learn everything about the future that they can all in one go. And sometimes there's just acceptance. Sometimes there are things that you have to accept right now in your life right now, because there are still some things that you probably need to learn. That is why They say that there's the past that influences the present, and the present moment we have the constant choice to shape our future because the present influences the future. It isn't the future, it influences the future. And every second of our lives, we make a bunch of different choices throughout the day that define our future and start creating our future, which is why it's important to make sure that we know what we're doing when it comes to making choices, and even if we make the wrong choice, still understand that, take responsibility for our poor or good actions. It's just important to work hard and go for what you want in life, because if you don't, and if you just continue to be negative, then negativity is going to keep coming your way and you're not going to be happy. Because it's not just handing your fate to the universe or to a god, if you believe in gods or goddesses or any god really, or any spiritual leader. You can't put your fate in them, in their hands, because you will become majorly disappointed if you do that, because you need to do the work yourself. They can help you. They can share their energy. They can help inspire you, give you signs. That's another thing I'm going to mention in this video and talk about later on. But you need to do the work yourself still. And some people might not like hearing that, but you do. And it will pay off majorly in the future when you do all the work yourself. And there is no other way around it. There is no way your life can get better without your efforts and your intentions, because your intentions inspire your efforts. And in other words, your intentions and your efforts creates your future. And I don't know about you guys, but my future means a lot to me. I am a huge future person. Like, I am obsessed with my future, which isn't bad, but it's also not great, because then you forget to live in the present moment. And even if your present moment is shitty, it's not bad to acknowledge your future and stay hopeful towards your future, being positive. That's where it's like, for me, I am very hopeful towards my future and my life being better in the future, but I'm still working my ass off in the present life. Despite if everyone can notice it, I work very hard every second of my life to try and shape a better future, and even just having those intentions and putting in even just a little bit of effort. The universe knows that, or whoever you believe has your back, even if it's just yourself. Even yourself will be working behind your back to do good things for you, because already on its own, whether we like it or not, energy exists and energy works in our favor. If we're positive or if we're negative, it will return the favor. And you cannot rush into seeing the future, because it doesn't work like that. You need to be patient for certain answers, because the future can always change. It's totally a line from Twilight, but I live by it and I swear by it, because it's true. The future can always change. Every choice we make will change something in our future, and we don't realize it till the future. And when you start awakening and looking back at your past, when you've, say, achieved one of your goals, and you look back at your past to where you were before and when you were still wishing that you achieved that goal, you will notice that all the choices you made influenced this particular moment. And the next thing I'm going to be talking about in this video is signs, because signs help us define our future, kind of hint towards our future, but they also are really connected to the present, our present lives, because the present is what influences the future, as I said earlier. So it's important that we keep our present lives in line, in alignment with our future, our destinies, and we create our own destinies. So trust me, you can create it any way that you want to. It's just a matter of believing in yourself, trusting yourself, and not following what others expect of you, doing literally whatever the fuck you want with your life. Because people all have different soul missions on this planet. We don't all have the same purpose here. And yes, we all have a purpose, but it's always different. And trying to follow what other people who are greatly manipulated, by the way, because society follows their heads instead of their hearts, like a video I made. It's a head versus heart video, and you should definitely check it out because it will make much more sense, and it speaks all truths of all truths. Literally, it will help you understand like everything in life. I swear, understanding that people follow their heads instead of their hearts, and understanding how negatively influenced and easily manipulated brains are, it's intense, and it's crazy, and it's so helpful and beneficial because then you start to recognize the difference. A lot of people think that their heart is the villain and their head is their best friend, but that's what we've been trained to think, and it's so incredibly wrong. Brains are great at strategizing, but hearts are good at understanding, feeling, and attracting things. In this world, with people walking around in a haze all the time, with their brains all fogged up and fucking taking all these pills and shit, yeah, you're gonna be going a little crazy and wondering what the fuck is wrong with your life, because pills do not bring you happiness. Pills put you on pause and keep you from your happiness for much longer. And the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is your intuition, because intuition will definitely help guide you to your destiny and your desired path in life. Your intuition will help guide you down the right path, and there is a lot more than just intuition to get you to trust your intuition. But it's just a matter of waking up to the fact that your intuition has been trying to get your attention and you've been ignoring it because you've been listening to your head instead of your gut and your heart. Your mind, again, is good for strategizing, but it cannot do all the work, and it cannot be trusted with all the work and all the jobs that need to get done in order to achieve our goals. But anyways, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. And if you guys have any questions for me, any video recommendations for me at all, please feel free to leave them in the comments below this video.